Thank you, Peter. Do we have any questions for Dr. Shaughnessy? Okay.
I was just wondering what sharks play in the seal colonies, if any. And a second question, do you have any knowledge or information about the numbers of sharks around South Australia?
The answer to the second one is easy because I don't know at all. The first one, sharks certainly do take seals. I've seen shark stomachs, great white shark stomachs with sea lion pups in them, 2 in one animal on one occasion. And we recorded animals that were bitten at Kangaroo Island, and they would lie ashore for days and days and days. If they're left alone, often they'll recover, but many of them in fact die. So yes, sharks are quite a predator. And also out at Neptune Islands, where the cage drivers work, the fur seals are taken by sharks.
Oh, yes. Do you do any radio or satellite tracking of the seals, or is it too costly or lack of funding prohibitive?
The questions about satellite tracking. Yes, I don't personally, but that's done by the team at SARDI at West Beach, and they get some marvellous results about that. So we know, we have really good information on where the sea lions go. The group of fur seals we don't know much about are the ones that go into the Coorong and interfere with the fishermen there. They're mainly juveniles and sub-adults, and we do know that from a couple that have been marked that they go in, they come out, they go in and they come out. So if you want to cull the fur seals in the Coorong, well, some others will come and take their place quick smart.
Any other questions?
What is the funding for the research on this?
I wish I could be more positive. I'm a retiree, so I don't seek funding anymore, but I do join in with the guys who get funding, but they are struggling, sadly.
Right. Any more questions, please?
Apropos of what's going on in the States, apropos of what's happening in the States with science and the somewhat repressive attitude of the present administration, do you gentlemen and the other scientists here have any fear that that sort of reactionary behaviour is likely to emerge in Australia?
I haven't been following that argument very carefully, so I don't really know, but we do fear that sort of thing is happening. And certainly when the Abbott government came to power, they chopped off funding to the Australian Marine Mammal Centre, and that was the main source of funding for research on seals, whales and dolphins. So that has dried up, and that's very serious.
All right. We're almost at the end. Oh, yes.
The lady in blue.
Okay.
Well, I want to talk to her. I want to say something. The natural environment does change, and it does change rapidly. An example is these fur seal populations that were increasing at 15% per annum. And people who run their business based on something in the natural environment seem to forget that the natural environment changes. And when the fur seal numbers go up, some people benefit, but other people don't, and that's a problem.
Okay. We're going to do a summing up unless we have any more questions for Peter.